Shielding yourself and your loved ones. Effective ways to guard against narcissistic individuals. Narcissistic individuals can be extremely challenging to deal with, whether it's in a personal or professional context. They are often self-centered, manipulative, and lack empathy for others, which can make it difficult for people around them to feel safe and secure. However, there are several ways to protect yourself and others from the negative impact of narcissistic behavior. 1. Learn the signs of narcissism. Recognizing the signs of narcissistic behavior is the first step in protecting yourself and those around you. Narcissistic individuals often display a sense of grandiosity and entitlement, which is a key characteristic of their personality. They believe they are superior to others and demand special treatment from those around them. They also have a tendency to manipulate and control others, often to satisfy their own desires. In addition to these traits, narcissists often have a lack of empathy for others, which can make it challenging for them to form meaningful relationships. They may show little interest in the feelings and experiences of those around them, and they may even exploit others for their own benefit. Narcissists also have a tendency to become angry or defensive when their actions are called into question, which can make it difficult to communicate with them effectively. By recognizing the signs of narcissistic behavior, you can protect yourself from the negative impact of their actions. You can learn to identify when a person is attempting to manipulate or control you, and you can take steps to protect yourself from their behavior. By setting clear boundaries and communicating your needs and wants, you can maintain your autonomy and prevent the narcissist from having undue influence over your life. Ultimately, recognizing the signs of narcissistic behavior is the first step in taking control of your own life and protecting yourself from those who would seek to manipulate or control you. 2. Set boundaries. Setting boundaries is an essential step in protecting yourself from a narcissist. Boundaries are the limits you set on what behavior you will and won't tolerate in your relationship with others. When it comes to dealing with a narcissist, it's crucial to be clear about what you will and won't accept. This includes being clear about your needs, wants, and expectations in the relationship. It's also essential to communicate your boundaries to the narcissist clearly and assertively. It's not always easy to stick to your boundaries when dealing with a narcissist. They will often try to push your boundaries and test your limits. They may use manipulation tactics such as guilt-tripping or gaslighting to try and get you to do what they want. It's essential to be firm and consistent in enforcing your boundaries, even if it means ending the relationship. If the narcissist continues to violate your boundaries despite your attempts to communicate them, it may be necessary to walk away. Setting boundaries is an act of self-care. It's about protecting yourself from the negative impact of a toxic relationship. By setting clear boundaries and enforcing them, you can maintain your autonomy and prevent the narcissist from having undue influence over your life. It's important to remember that boundaries are not selfish or unreasonable. They are a necessary part of healthy relationship, and you have the right to set them to protect yourself and those you care about. 3. Don't engage in arguments or negotiations. Narcissists are often skilled at manipulations and can turn any conversation into an argument or negotiation. If you find yourself in a conversation with a narcissist, that is going nowhere, it's best to disengage and walk away. Remember, narcissist's goal is to control the conversation, and by engaging in an argument, you are giving them the power to do so. Dealing with a narcissist can be challenging, especially when it comes to communication. Narcissists are often skilled at manipulation and can turn any conversation into an argument or negotiation. They may use tactics such as gaslighting or blame shifting to avoid taking responsibility for their actions. If you find yourself in a conversation with a narcissist that is going nowhere, it's best to disengage and walk away. Remember, a narcissist's goal is to control the conversation, and by engaging in an argument, you are giving them the power to do so. One of the most effective ways to disengage from a conversation with a narcissist is to use the gray rock method. This involves becoming as emotionally neutral as possible and giving the narcissist as little attention and feedback as possible. This can be challenging, as narcissists thrive on attention and validation. However, by refusing to engage in their games, you can take back control of the conversation and protect your emotional well-being. It's also important to set clear boundaries around communication with a narcissist. If you find that your interactions with them are consistently negative or draining, it may be necessary to limit or cut off contact altogether. This can be challenging, especially if the narcissist is a family member or close friend. However, remember that your mental health and well-being are your top priority, and you have the right to protect yourself from a toxic relationship. By setting clear boundaries and enforcing them, you can create a healthier, happier life for yourself. 4. Seek support. Dealing with a narcissistic individual can be emotionally draining, and it's essential to seek support. Talk to friends, family, or a therapist to help you process your feelings and develop coping strategies. You can also seek support from a support group or online community for people dealing with narcissistic individuals. 5. Practice self-care. Practicing self-care is critical when dealing with narcissistic individuals. Taking care of yourself physically, emotionally, and mentally can help you maintain your boundaries, stay grounded, and avoid getting caught up in the drama. Make time for activities you enjoy, practice relaxation techniques, and focus on your own needs and wants. 6. Document everything. If you are dealing with a narcissistic individual in a professional context, it's essential to document everything. Keep records of emails, conversation, and any interactions with the person. This documentation can be useful if you need to escalate the issue or seek legal action. 7. Consider ending the relationship. If all else fails and the narcissistic behavior continues to negatively impact your life, it may be time to end the relationship. Whether it's a personal or professional relationship, it's essential to put your own well-being first. Ending a relationship with a narcissist can be difficult, but it can also be empowering and allow you to move forward with your life. Dealing with a narcissist can be a challenging and exhausting experience, and sometimes, despite your best efforts, the behavior continues. If you find that the narcissistic behavior is negatively impacting your life, it may be time to consider ending the relationship. This decision can be especially difficult if the narcissist is a family member, partner, or co-worker, but ultimately, you need to prioritize your well-being and mental health. Ending a relationship with a narcissist can be a difficult and emotional process, but it can also be empowering. It's essential to prepare yourself for the potential backlash that may come with cutting ties with a narcissist. They may use manipulation tactics, such as guilt tripping or blame shifting, to try to maintain control over the situation. However, by standing firm in your decision and setting clear boundaries, you can protect yourself from further harm. Remember that ending a relationship with a narcissist is a brave and self-protective act, and it can be the first step towards healing and moving forward with your life. In conclusion, protecting yourself and others from a narcissist is not easy, but it is possible. By recognizing the signs of narcissism, setting boundaries, seeking support, practicing self-care, documenting everything, and if necessary, ending the relationship, you can take control of the situation and protect yourself and those around you from the negative impact of narcissistic behavior.